good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and or good night. Whenever you're tuning into this video, here there are messages for you today, or in the near future, or in the distant future. All of my videos, regardless, are completely timeless. Thank you so much for joining Abstract Medicine. My name is Cristallina. I am an artist, a mystic, and a podcaster. If you want to find out more about my work in all forms, you can check the information down below in the description. Today we're going to be doing a wonderful candle wax reading. We're also going to be reading the cards as well, the tarot. But before we begin, I'd like to make a few announcements. Let me just adjust the camera. There you go. So, the announcement is, number one, this channel is changing. I have noticed energetically that some of you are not willing to do the personal work in order to be of service to humanity in these crazy, crazy times. I'm going to be calling out your energy. A lot of you may not be dreaming big or dreaming big enough. A lot of you are settling. A lot of you are going into bad habits and old patterns of behavior. Of course, here I am, not only to call you out, but also to be a messenger of true light. If I'm not able to see you, or if I'm not able to personally do a private booking or reading with you, I feel the energy. I feel your energy, collective. Now, I am a tough love warrior. I am also a divine love warrior. Here on Abstract Medicine, in the collective free readings, on the YouTube channel, on TikTok, on Instagram, I do not sugarcoat. If you do not like my readings, whether they are private or in the collective readings, you can leave. There is a lot, and I have kept saying this, most recently, but over the years, there are many, many false prophets, many, many charlatans in the spiritual community, in the theological, political, spiritual, religious arena. Take your pick. If you are not doing the personal self-work and doing the shadow work, facing your sin, facing your pains, facing your ancestral trauma yourself, I cannot help you. I cannot. I do not save people. I have spent a lot of my lifetime, in this lifetime and in many other lifetimes, trying to save. I do not hold that coding anymore. I am not your personal savior. And neither is your prophet. Your religion will not save you, no matter what dogma you subscribe to or ideology. You have to, and you get to save yourselves. You must do the work. You must. And at the time of this transmission, it is eclipse gateway right now. Today, if you're tuning in right now, today on Sunday, the 21st of September, I'm going to be conducting a collaborative Instagram live tarot reading for each zodiac with my soul family friend Centauro, the mystic, otherwise known as Soul Centauro. He's on Instagram, and him and I have been doing collaborative projects, tarot readings on Instagram specifically over the last 3 to 4 years. The other message I'd like to share with you is currently spiritual retreats are open for this year, for October and November in Italy. My prices have changed and they have increased, as much as my service. This is another way to filter out those who want to pay less for the divine service that I provide here in private sessions as well. This is also to filter out those who have a lack poverty mindset, a lack mentality. Where I am going, not everyone else will follow. If you choose to stay in a low vibrational energy, if you choose to accept less than you deserve, if you choose to pay less for a high service, you know where you need to go. If you choose all of these things that are built on lack, guess what you get in return? It's a universal law. You get exactly that lack back. Thank you for listening to those transmissions. Those were psychic channelings. I was not expecting fully what I was going to share today, but they have been shared. So with that being said, we're going to be calling in the angels, ancestors, masters, Yeshua, my guides, my ancestors, your guides and your ancestors as well, in the light, in truth, and in love, to come in today with messages that you need to hear today or whenever you tune in. So, get yourself comfortable, get yourself a notepad, pen and paper, open your mind, heart, and emotional body, I'm hearing, and treat this as a sacred salt bath for your soul. Let's have a look and see what the guys want to share today. It's been a crazy eclipse season so far. For those of you wondering, I just felt called to bring these in. I'm seeing flowers. A lot of your friendships are going to be blossoming. This is what the eclipse is bringing into many of you. I'm seeing someone falling in love as well. Love is coming. I just keep seeing flowers. A lot of you are blooming at this time. You're blooming. Some of you may actually be pregnant and you may not be aware of it. And you have that sort of pregnancy glow. So congratulations. For some of you, this could also be metaphorical. There could be a new birth coming in, a new being, or even a new chapter coming in into your life. I saw a frog as well, so maybe some of you have taken a leap of faith into a new chapter. I did see flowers, lots of flowers. Some of you, you may be able to stay or be in nature a little bit more. You're going to parks for walks, meditative walks. I'm also seeing a garden as well for some of you. Maybe you've moved somewhere where there's a big garden. And you're using this meditative walk along the parks, through gardens. Some of you, I'm actually hearing Kew Gardens as a sacred pause and sanctuary. Let me see what else there is. Some of you are plugging in more. So what that means is you're plugging in, you're connecting further into your spiritual practice, no matter what they may be. Some of you are also cloud gazing, or sky gazing, you're looking at the clouds. And it's a form of divination. So some of you could be receiving messages from your guides, or it is encouraged to do that at this time, to look at the clouds for signs, synchronicities. Yeah, I just keep seeing someone who's really plugging in. So this could also involve meditation. I'm seeing some of you are getting a lot of information through your crown chakra. So you're getting a lot of information directly into your third eye from spirit. They're basically third eye drops. Some of you could also follow the podcast Third Eye Drops, which I highly encourage. They are absolutely amazing. A lot of you right now are also because of the season that we are in, are being asked and encouraged to slow down. Slow down, look inwards. We are currently now entering yin season, so we're going from autumn to winter. So this is about self-reflection, about going inwards. We'll have a look at the cards later as well to see what else there is. But even when you're looking inwards, there's also a side message to continue to move your body, to move, transmute the stagnant energy that may be dormant, that you may not necessarily be aware of course. Also to shift niggling pains, I'm hearing. Some of you may have some knee injuries or knee issues. To go slow within your practice in terms of your exercise or physical meditation, which can include yoga, Pilates, etc. To be consciously aware. There's another message about being consciously aware of every act that you do, every act that you follow, every person possibly that you follow, even on social media. This is a deep culling, a spiritual culling of people that are no longer in alignment in your digital life and in your physical world. I'm seeing for some of you, you may have a tear in your auric field. So this is something that needs to be addressed. For some of you, you may, of course, benefit from a shamanic healing session from me. For those of you who are scared about my energy right now, I don't know why you need to be scared. I have different facets to my personality and different facets to me. There's multiple possibilities and probabilities of what it means to make me specifically human, and it goes the same with you yourselves too. So if you're being triggered by everything or anything that I'm saying, then you get to see how that's being reflected within you and why that is the case. I'm seeing some of you could also be in separation from somebody that you love. There could be a distance here, but your soul, it's like your physical, even though you are at a distance, your physical self, it's like your cells, on a cellular level, you are connected. On a spiritual level, you are connected. On an energetic energy, you are connected. Frequentially, I'm not sure, but there is a gap here, and I do see that some of you may want to be kissed by this person, or maybe you're wanting a kiss by this person, but you take it how it resonates, okay? I do see that there is a very, very strong bond here, but there is a distance between you both. We'll have a look at the cards later and see how that connects. This can also be, this distance could be due to a malefic energy I'm seeing here that is coming in, is otherwise known as the third party. This could be a negative or toxic situation or toxic experience or toxic environment, toxic habit or toxic person who is coming in the way of this divine union, I'm hearing. So this would pertain to a divine counterpart connection. And I'm glad that I used the white candle today. It's a sign of purity. So Spirit is wanting to bring clarity into the situation through the candle wax reading right now, but also to help you see from a pure heart and from maybe an objective situation or objective stance that something needs to be purified. And as I said that, the candle has just now created that bond. For some of you, I'm also connecting back to the previous candle wax reading that I did, which involves something on your chest, your heart space, energetically needs to be removed. So you would definitely benefit from a shamanic healing session from me, which is a form of Reiki, in order for me to remove that energetic layer that is toxic. It's like how the only way that I can describe it in words, where there are limitations with words, and if you can hear something in the background, I've just got my washing machine on, is like a parasite or it's like it's parasitic energy, or a leech on your heart space that needs to be removed because it's taking in energy from you and your heart, blocking true love coming in, blocking your own sense of self-worth, I'm hearing, that is also on the outside blocking financial abundance and also blocking love coming in. There is a false idea or identity that is placed on your heart space that may have been put on you, maybe through black magic from another person, or maybe this can also involve diet or both. So take it as it resonates, please. Now I'm moving into Venusian energy. I'm seeing a lot of you, I'm seeing silk. I'm seeing white silk specifically that would benefit you. So wearing white silk, this could be bedding or even bamboo sheets, but incorporating more white colors, white in your life, specifically for women and feminines, regardless of your sexual identity or orientation. If you are in the feminine energy, I see that you would benefit greatly from wearing silk, particularly white. Okay, it really taps you into further abundance, because Venus is the goddess of femininity. She is the goddess of the home. She's very connected to Aphrodite. She is also symbolic of harmony, financial abundance, money, success, and balance and beauty. So this could be a time right now where, in order to, it's almost like tricking the mind or the heart even, particularly if you have this blockage in your heart space, to trick the energy that has been on you for a while, that is not fully you. It is an adopted sense of self, I'm hearing. To trick that energy into its removal by feeling better about yourself, by wearing items of clothing or doing your hair in a specific way, maybe wearing makeup or doing things that are very cathartic for your soul, but supporting that very feminine energy of beauty and grace and self-love in that way. Some of you may abstain from wearing makeup at this time, which is totally fine. But Venus and Aphrodite are both coming in very strongly, actually, by the way. Venus and Aphrodite are both saying if you want to experience love, you get to adopt loving practices. Now this can involve salt baths, beauty rituals, spa days, whatever it is, wearing silk, I mentioned, wearing more white. If you're seeing the candle like this, is for a reason. I only turn it when spirit tells me to move it and turn it around. That really helps and supports you to feel more tapped into that Venusian love spell, I'm hearing. Because Venus is a lover. She's a lover. This candle is so interesting. Some of you could also be growing your nails a little bit longer, and that helps you to become more connected to your feminine energies as well. I'm also seeing manna from heaven here. So I'm seeing a lot of you, again, there are these, can you see that? I mean, I can see it. But I'm seeing that a lot of you are receiving manna from heaven. This is also the liquid that trickles out from our spinal fluid when you do self-mastery work, okay? And a lot of you your third eye is opening. greatly. That's all I can say at this time, because this would involve a full training, and this will be part of the mentorship program should you wish to book. Okay, let's see what else there is. What else can I see, Spirit? What else can you help me see, Spirit? Some of you are feeling immovable. So a lot of you are feeling a bit stuck in your situation. There's a lot of people around you, possibly for some of you. Maybe some of you are gaining weight. And that is, again, I think this came in another reading in the candle wax last time. This is part of a physical, but also energetic and spiritual barrier. Okay. So in this lifetime, and in these times right now, it is of a priority to be in good shape. And that means in all ways, in all forms. Now, this is not about fat shaming, but this is about being in your best shape. In your best shape. Now, Venus is also about being the best version of you. How you present yourself to the world is a direct reflection of how you love and respect yourself. Okay? This isn't about some sort of trend. How you respect yourself is very indicative with how you dress, how you perform, how you show up in the world. Some of you are bending way too much before you break. So there's another message here, which is a distorted feminine energy, where you give, but seldom are you receiving. So some of you are being asked, maybe through ancestral patterns, to actually break those patterns before you break. Because what is it serving you? A bad back, I'm hearing. Okay. I'm also seeing an octopus here. Some of you may be abstaining from eating octopus, octopi. I just saw 2222 on the timer there. Very Venusian energy, and is also connected to the twin flame frequency, the divine counterpart frequency. Octopi are connected to sentient beings, otherwise known as aliens. You are connected to these beings, by the way. They are highly intelligent. Highly. Spirit, why did this wax fall like that? Apart from the physical reason, scientifically. Some of you are building something. Some of you are building something. You're building your own personal ark. Now, the Ark of the Covenant can also be found within the body. The Ark of the Covenant is not necessarily something that we think of as an exterior physical thing, but it can also involve a physical integration. Again, this is connected to the pineal drops that I mentioned and the spinal fluid. So I'm also hearing Esmeralda, emerald. Some of you are very connected to ancient Kemet, and the emerald tablet would like to share some information and knowledge for you and to you. Again, everything that is outside is also within us. It's part of the Hermetic order. I'm hearing part of the Hermetic teachings, as without, so within, as within, so as above, so below. Everything has a cause and effect. But this specifically, this message here is for those of you who are going to be gaining during this eclipse season and moving into winter months. You're going to be receiving information from a specific guide that was venerated in ancient Egypt. Now, this being had a very big forehead, huge forehead, I'm seeing, and is a star being. some of you are connected to lying Buddha. So the Buddha that is lying down. As you know, there are yogic asanas or asanas. There are yogic postures that, even though may seem inactive, are actually active. And restorative. Okay. You have some water. Let's see if we can get some names here. I'm seeing a grandfather. I'm seeing a person here with a beard, a big beard. This kind of looks like Santa Claus. So this could be Saint Nicholas. So Nicholas could be a name that could be of significance. But I'm seeing a very jovial fellow here. This kind of older man, an old man with very cheery cheeks. This could be Christmas season as well, okay, or the Winter Festival. That could play a very significant part where you could be restoring and you could be, I mean, no doubt it's a time to reflect and to give thanks and to share perpetual joy. But this is a time where you're going to be feeling very abundant and self-satisfied. I'm seeing, even if you are alone or not, I'm seeing that. Now we're going back to the kiss again. I feel like there is someone where you least expect it as wanting to come in maybe around Christmas season, unexpectedly to give you a kiss. Okay, so this could be a short visit, but they're coming in behind, so they're behind you, maybe on the spiritual journey or geographically, or in your orientation when they present themselves. Let's see if we can see some letters. Okay. Some of you, when you were children, your superpower was wanting to fly. Okay, I'm saying that here. Spirit is saying it is possible through astral projection. Beautiful. Spirit, help me to see what else there is. Some of you who are men here are definitely needing to clear out your testes. So that means by purification methods, which involve Kundalini yoga, tantric poses, and dietary shifts and requirement changes. Okay. Now the candle is doing its funky thing again. Now, so just as the feminine is possibly pushed to her limits before she breaks, the masculine may also be feeling that too, where you may be feeling the need to overexert yourselves and overextend yourselves and provide and give out of societal pressure. I'm also seeing an elephant here. So this could be connected with Ganesha, and needing to remove obstacles to provide and to bring financial success and abundance and stability. There's also a message here where elephants are very tribal. They also have lots of wisdom and they remember where they came from through generations and where they're needing to go. So, migrationally speaking, but also they're very sacred animals and they really are the kings of the jungle. It's not the lion. The lion is seldom actually in the jungle. I don't know if you're aware of that. Of course you are. Some of you are needing to block your right nostril or remove debris from your right nostril. And this is because you may have sinusitis, I'm hearing, or sinus issues. This is very common around this time. It's also common during the eclipses as well. It's part of upgrades, spiritual upgrading. But you could benefit from some hatha yoga, breathing exercises. Okay, so you do the 4-4-4 breathe or the 5-4-5. Which is you breathe in from the right and then you breathe in from the left nostril and then you hold for 4 and etc. So you may benefit from that. But I'm seeing specifically your right nostril. I'm now seeing an orchid. So again, we're going back to that energy, that message of blooming. So for a lot of you who are and have done the work as feminines and as women, you will be blooming. It's almost like for many people, the autumn and winter months are slow months, and they are. But a lot of you who've been doing the work, spiritually speaking, these are actually going to be your months for blooming. So many people think that spring and summer are the months to bloom. But for you, ladies who are doing the work spiritually, you are actually blooming around the autumn winter months. And this is what the eclipse is going to be showing you and opening up. I'm seeing a beautiful gown. Now, this is a bride, and this could be the energy connected with white and purity and the virginal energy. This could also be connected with Mother Mary or Kuan Yin. Take it as it resonates, okay? Or take your goddess of choice as it resonates for you. But I'm seeing that you are coming more cleansed. You're being purified from the inside outward. And I do see a lot of you have committed your soul to a positive endeavor. For some of you, you could be expecting a child. I'm seeing a child here. Some of you have a child in spirit. Some of you have an angel, a female, a feminine energy, who's very, very close to you. They are on your right side, I'm hearing. I'm also seeing some of you could be getting married or proposed to this year. Okay. So this white gown could be metaphorical, spiritual, and or physical. Okie dokie. I'm seeing dancing, and I'm seeing the veiled dancer. Okay, I'm seeing the veiled dancer. Happy energy. I'm not worried about it. Okay, let's see what else there is. For some of you, during the Halloween season, you could be dressing as a ghost. And that's fine. Let's continue to be self-confident, authentic, and self-aware, while also not bringing in negative energies and sharing that negativity out in the world. So if you're, costume dressing for Halloween, make sure that it is fun, but not an invocation of actual fear. There'll be Halloween messages at another time as well. I'm seeing a wing. I'm seeing a wing here. It's connected to a dragon. It's a dragon wing. Okay, this could resonate for some of you. Some of you are women, are mothers, and you carry lots of children. Now, I don't know whether you're aware of it or not, but you carry spiritual children, spiritual babies around you, like you're actually carrying and cradling them, I'm seeing. And for some of you, you are a natural maternal figure in your community, small or large. You are an earth angel to many people. But there's also a side message with that is, okay, who's being your earth angel as well? It's lonely at the top sometimes. Any other messages? I'm seeing a fast car, fast motion. I'm seeing the chariot here. So I'm seeing some of you are definitely moving full steam ahead towards your successes, your goals. Okay. You're leaving a potential disaster, I'm hearing as well. I'm going to leave the candle wax like that and just see if there are going to be some other messages for you all. No, let's leave it here because it's quite nice to have it in view. So let's have a look at the Wild Unknown Archetypes cards by Kim Krantz. See what messages are for the collective. I'm seeing some of you are traveling by airplane, and you're going to be seeing incredible views that may actually look very heavenly. So these could be clouds, cloud formations, but these could actually also be real worlds that are going to be presenting themselves in the physical that may not necessarily belong to our planet. Very cool. So let's have a look. So we have the medallion. Okay, beautiful energy. We have number 50 and 9, so that's 59. Some of you could be age 59. You know, you are a light bearer for many people. You are a lighthouse for many. So even on very few resources, financially or dietary, you still burn bright. And I do see that Spirit wants to gift you a great opportunity that is based on stability, finances, but also happiness and joy, because it's always such a happy experience being acknowledged for your hard work and being paid and compensated for that hard work through a salary raise, a salary increase. And it goes back to the beginning of the transmission where I mentioned that my prices have risen. Okay, so exactly, you know your worth and you're not going to be breaking as you bend. I also did see an aeroplane as well, so it's moving south, and I see that there is an energy here where some of you could be moving south, or some of you could be wanting to move in a completely opposite direction from where you are. This could also connect to your south node as well in your astrology. So this area, this place feels very familiar to you, and it's where you belong, and you or you find a sense of belonging there. We have the temple. Okay, so again, there's an energy here of going inwards. We spoke about Kundalini. We spoke about the emerald, and we have green here, the emerald tablet. We spoke about awakenings through physical practices, spiritual practices as well. And so we have that here. The numbers are 39. I'm also conscious of the number 9s here. So I will say that there is a message of definite completions. Some of you are really incorporating that serpentine energy as well. Okay. And you feel like you have definitely closed a chapter. And I do see you have, spiritually you have, energetically you have, and physically you will be seeing that chapter being closed soon. So we have 39. Sorry, we have, 39. Could be your age. Some of you are smoking little circles into the air as well, I'm seeing. 39 is a 12, and 12 is Pisces. It's also the incorporation of all the other zodiac signs. And 2 and 1 is a 3. So again, we're going back to that collaborative energy. Your friendships are blooming. Maybe this is about new friends coming in that feel more stable and maybe are part of your physical home or in your vicinity coming into your life. We have the 3 of Swords here, the 2 of Wands, the candle's just gone out. So that message was there for someone, okay, about your friends and new friends. So I'm seeing here the Three of Swords and the Two of Wands. Heartbreak and travel. Ace of Pentacles. Now that's the Eight of Cups in the reverse. Some of you are not necessarily, let me just move this here. Some of you may not necessarily be wanting to change, wanting to move on from someone that may have broken your heart, or maybe there is someone in your vicinity, energetically, spiritually, emotionally, in your heart space, that is not wanting you to move on. We also have travel here and possibly someone wanting to take moves towards their twin flame here. We have two wands, which is the twin flame. Let me show you these cards as well. And these cards are the video cut out. So I do see that some of you may have cut someone out. You may have also moved on. We have the Queen of Cups. You are an incredibly loving person. I do see a lot of us in the collective, a lot of you in the collective, a lot of you queens who have been resonating with my messages and my posts. Those are messages for you, okay, where you definitely are going to be filling in from your own cup. And the counterpart to the Queen of Cups would be the King of Cups, who is also filling from their own cup. And when those two cups come together, the Queen and the King, there's real bounty. But remember how I spoke about not breaking as you bend. This is about self-love. And I mean, look, it's like I'm psychic or something, right? We have the Page of Cups and the King of Cups. Someone out there is dreaming of you, someone who you may have broken up with, someone who maybe has broken your heart. I see there's a female here in these cards, so I think for some of you, you are the feminine who may have exited a relationship, a situation, or situationship. Now, the twin flame journey is not for the meek-hearted. It's a very difficult journey, but it's an ultimate reflection of your old patterns and new patterns, particularly involving, of course, love, self-love. Your twin flame is always your divine counterpart, spiritually speaking, will always be with you. Always. No matter if you move on to a new destination, a new person, they will always be in your life, some way or somehow. Now, with the clouds that came in earlier in the candle wax, I do see that this person is definitely dreaming of you. They're dreaming of a possible wish, dream state scenario where you both come together. For some of you, this person wants to actually gift you something. Now, this could be a gift, a key, financial aid, but I do see a lot of you, it's a new beginning. Here with the Ace of Pentacles. This connection is cosmic. This is a cosmic connection. On an atomic level, let me see if I can focus. On an atomic level, this connection is very, very connected, as I mentioned in the candle wax, which is physically, energetically, and spiritually, you're very connected, even if there may be distance between you, geographically possibly. This masculine may have had their mind elsewhere, but their heart is always with you. There are two fish here, okay? They are very emotional, about you. Three of Pentacles here. We have collaboration, as I mentioned earlier, and a commitment to negotiate, and a commitment, a realization, self-awareness, an ascension coming in for a particular masculine here, who is realizing the importance of this connection. This masculine wants to elevate this connection into the next stage, where you both collaborate and work with each other, maybe literally speaking, but also putting aside your differences in order to make the greater whole. Taurus energy coming in strong here. This masculine, no matter how much they try to focus on their physical world, the material world, they're always connected to you. And in some ways they almost laugh about it, because no matter what they do, maybe there's avoidance here of an emotional nature, they're always reminded, and their heart always comes back to you, collective. Burdens, Ten of Wands, and the Page of Swords. Someone is very burdened. Someone has been burdened by their responsibilities, their work, their commitments. This could be both of you or you yourself. There's also an energy of someone who's keeping an eye on you. They could be keeping an eye on you about your work and around your workplace, or around where you live. I feel like specifically it's about your work. Some of you are also being encouraged to seek support, maybe through an assistant, to help you unload these responsibilities in your workplace. So maybe getting an intern or an assistant who wants to also learn the ways, the tricks of the trade, I'm hearing, of your business, your industry. This would be a very good time to do that. An opportune time, I'm hearing. The Four of Pentacles. You're holding on to something, collective, but I feel like you're also saving your money, you're saving your energy. Maybe some of you are saving your sacral and your solar energy of a physical, intimate situation, which we mentioned in the Kundalini with the candle wax, for someone who really you feel could be shared with. So again, it's connecting with maybe becoming more virginal, and maybe becoming more ascetic, maybe really becoming a disciple of truth and love and chastity in motion, in action, in reality, so that you are, when you are ready, after that cleansing, that you share that with another person who's also doing the same. Now we have another 8 here. We have the 8 of Pentacles that's coming out with the 13, the Death card. There is a transformation and a transmutation that is taking place in this situation, on a personal level, on an individual level, on a karmic level. There is a great ending. Scorpio energy here, Taurus energy, as I mentioned earlier. An exciting new beginning. There is a transformation into an exciting new beginning. Something had to end, or something has to end, in order to bring something new in. For a lot of you, you may be going through a blip of an ego death, but it's short-lived. This blip of the ego death involves lack mentality, lack of self-worth, going towards things or experiences or new adventures with massive trepidation, upset, personal dissatisfaction, and boredom. The Queen of Swords came in this week in the tarot, and this is your energy where a lot of you, these cards came in one of the short readings, so you may wish to have a listen to that. A lot of you are sapiosexuals, so you get a lot of desire and passion that is activated through intellectual stimuli, intellectual stimulation. So you hold back from anything and anyone that is not giving you that. Exactly, because you know your worth, Queen of Pentacles. Great wealth. You know your wealth. Now, I did mention in my post that for those of you who know your wealth, then you know that your energy is wealth. So why would you be distributing your wealth so haphazardly to those who don't deserve it? Now we have the Sun. Ultimately, whatever is happening in your life between now and the end of this year, which is not the zodiac year, but the end of this Gregorian year, let's say, is bringing you further into great happiness. I do see money is going to be making you very, very happy. Now, this could also be giving thanks to Ganesha, for removing those blocks that are part of your divine right to be financially wealthy, to have a legacy of wealth. Pisces, Cancer here, Pisces energy here, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus energy here, Leo energy here. For some, yeah, I'm just going to say the major ones. So I do see that there is great joy ultimately after great sacrifice. And some of you, that sacrifice may have been removing a masculine who may have been toxic, removing places or situations that may have been negative to your physical and spiritual growth, and energies that may have been draining you. And I do see for some of you also, you could be practicing some more inversions in your yogic practice in order to drain toxicity from your body. Some of you in your past may have been very undecided, and now you're moving into a season of decision making. You're moving away from sleepless nights. A lover is definitely coming in here, and these cards want to come through. Great fortune. You're taking hold of your fate. You are a winner in all aspects of your life, and a stoic masculine may be actually showing their true cards, which is actually their emotional self. They're wanting to give back to a connection with you. I do also see a lot of you are going to be compensated at work, particularly for those of you who are moving on from a situation or an experience in your life recently that was incredibly difficult. But Spirit wants to congratulate you for your inner strength and your physical strength. You are a hero. I'm also hearing Tina Turner looking for a hero. So Tina Turner, her sun sign was Sagittarius, so Sagittarius could also be significant for you. Scorpio energy as well. But I do see a lot of you are maybe doing some more leg work, because Sagittarius is ruled by the legs. Pisces energy, the feet. Scorpio energy, the sexual organs. Leo energy, the heart space. And the Hierophant Taurus energy, I can't remember where Taurus is in the physical body, but if you know, put it down in the comments. So that's all I have for you, collective. I do hope you've enjoyed this reading. Thank you for tuning in. I look forward to seeing you in the next reading, whether it's personal or private. And I'm wishing you a beautiful eclipse. Take care. Bye for now.